Welcome back to Molding. The Dragon of Dirge hologram is insane. 100% of the player base will die to this boss in the first 10 seconds. That includes me. How are your battles going? Let me know in the comment section below, or feel free to share any tips I've missed with the community below. I would say the learning curve of the first phase is around medium difficulty, while the second phase is going to be harder due to the boss special ghosting mechanics. Are you ready? Well, let's get this guide started. The boss likes to open up with Starfall. Look up and dodge accordingly. You can spam your dodge or make use of the extra dodge counter iframes. The Dragon Breath is a low damage move. Just smash that dodge button until it no longer works. Then free DPS the boss once you are immune to all damages. As I mentioned earlier, certain characters, but not all, get extra iframes, so you can spam dodge counter for extra damage. High risk, high reward. When the boss slams the ground, the spikes on the floor have varying detonation timers. Slam explosion, nothing too special. A swipe move with projectiles while keeping your eye on the floor for delayed explosions. Next up, we have the combo move, which will end most people's runs. I will go over it in slow motion in a second, letting you know what the dodge timing is like. So we have a double spin. You can dodge counter in between each double spins, and then the boss will slam the floor with needles flying out, so you will need to perform a second dodge. And then the spikes on the floor can also trigger early or late, and they all have different timers on each spikes. As for the dragon charge, you just want to dodge twice or do 2 dodge counters. Next up, we have the slam to disc move, which is a bit of a feint move. As you can see, slams with the right hand, but it also slams with the other hand, but since you're too busy looking at the disc, you may not notice the other swipe. Then we have another variation of this move. This time the discs are bigger. You could dodge counter or spam dodges and then parry at the end of it. But if you end up missing the parry, just be prepared to do another evasion attack right here. Boom, evade, and then you're good to go. When the boss roars like this, it's going to do a mega combo starting with the mouth at 1 and do second slam, third hit, and then this is a little bit delayed, so do a double dodge, and then the last slam, and then look at the floor, and then dodge dodge. Here you go. That should be it for that one. Next up, we have the double swipe with the infamous delayed swipe that will probably throw a lot of people off. Next up, we have the slam with needles. You will need to perform 2 double dodges or dodge counter twice. As you progress further into the fight, there will be more spikes on the floor and the explosion will be a lot more erratic. Next up, we have the flying slam, thinking that you can parry it, but you actually can't, and your run ends there. Make sure to dodge this feint getaway move. If you're too far away from the boss, it will do a different moveset. Let the lasers come to you and just dodge. Sometimes if you're too far away from the boss likes to dragon dive you in the face, or at least try. Just parry it. Then the floor becomes lava when you're too far away from the boss every now and then. Then we have the needle swipes, which is not that hard to evade. When the boss just had enough of your ranged gaming, it will sometimes perform an all-out attack. Don't panic though, just watch out for the flying needles, and it doesn't have a lot of long range attacks in phase 1, so you'll get it down. Shortly after you have gotten the boss down to 50% health, the boss will flap its wings and it's time for phase 2. Take a short breather and move away from the center of the arena. Make sure you have ample stamina and prepare for a barrage of missiles. Look up at the screen and dodge into the direction of where the lasers are coming from. Shortly after the dodging minigame, the boss will glow, and that is your key to when to perform a double dodge. And then the boss will start to roar, and here you can do a double dodging minigame or just spam dodge counters. After this roar, the boss will perform different kinds of special moves. Starting off with the first special move outcome, we have the Starfall, Lava, Projectiles, Double Disc, and the Parry move. So here we go. We have the Starfall, dodge counter, dodge counter, dodge counter. Pretty easy to do, or you could spam dodges. And then we have the floor is lava, and then the needles, and then we have the double disc, and then we have the parry move. The thing about the special combo that will probably throw people off is the lava and needles after Starfall. Now we have the second other special combo, which is slamming spikes, up swipe, go spin twice again to slam spikes, and flying slam. So we have the go slam here and the up swipe over here. I like to move left, keep moving left, and then double swipe, and then we have another double swipe, and then we have a slam, dodge the needles, and then dodge again, and then we have the slam. Make sure to rewatch it and study it. My favorite special move is probably the parryable one, because when you parry it, it doesn't matter how much stagger bar the boss has, it will 100% get parried and knocked down. So you have to parry this one and then parry the second one, and bam, the boss is knocked down for a very long time. You could do some big damage easily. We're gonna get a lot of reoccurring moves in phase 2 from phase 1. These are enhanced versions. As you see, there's more needles coming out of all the moves, and then this is a move from phase 1, and then more needles. So we're gonna do super dodging and early explosion and another explosion, and the last 3 are delayed explosions on the spikes. Oof, this is gonna get really crazy. Except for this move, the same move as you saw in phase 1. After most every floor slam, you will likely need to dodge twice just to be safe, because the spikes do trigger almost instantly. Then we have the enhanced version of swipe needles and spikes. This happens very fast. We'll go over in slow motion. So swipe with needles, and then spike explosion, and then another spike explosion, and then the spike explosion final. This move and the next move are the same from phase 1, so nothing too special about learning them. However, the other disc move has something special. So like this one, the double slam disc combo with the spikes. We'll watch this in slow motion so that you can see. So we have the slight slam, the disc come out, we have the second slam, and then now we actually have spikes on the floor. So that spike will usually kill people because it's hidden. Then we have the enhanced double swipe. This one actually has new moves. There's more needles and the floor actually explodes, as you can see. There's a wave of explosion around in an arc. And then we have another special move that I didn't show at the beginning of phase 2. I don't know what triggers the special move. Maybe it's a low HP trigger, but the special move actually ended a couple of my runs, so it might be when the boss is low HP. And that should be it for our Dragon of Dirge hologram guide video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Now I'm going to show you a rover no-hit run, just because people are probably going to be complaining, oh my gosh, there's power creep in Wuthering waves. But even today you could still beat the game with just rover. So maybe a little bit of tips here and there, but not too much. I think I covered mostly everything. The only thing I probably did not cover in this video is the long range attacks during the second phase, because I really didn't want to play Carlota at the moment, and I just want to stick to my rover, because rover is cool, man. I was actually trying this boss to solo this boss as Arrow Rover, but Arrow Rover damage isn't that great right now. I feel like Spectral Rover is top damage, followed by Havok, and then Arrow. But yeah, so over here, I think the first phase is usually really easy once you get it down. The thing that will throw you off about this fight will likely be in the second phase or the transitioning into the second phase. Oh yeah, there's that back attack. I think I forgot to mention that back attack. If you're behind the boss, you will get hit by a tail attack. So for this breath move, sometimes you can get hit on the breath, but if you perform dodge counter really fast, you can dodge it very easily. I like to keep my eyes on the floor during the phase 1, because with all the spikes, or throughout the whole fight. So as you can see, I'm not sprinting during this part, and then I'm waiting for the lasers. I start dodging. I'd like to dodge left and right, or weave between my dodges, make sure I don't spam it. And then make sure you have a double dodge near the end. And then now we have the roar. So after this roar, it will do one of the 3 special moves that I showed during the phase 2 guide. So it looks like we're getting the Starfall combo. The Starfall combo I don't mind, but if you get the special move where you can knock down the boss, that is the big winner move for that one. And you could probably defeat the boss right then if you have like a full team. But unfortunately, we did not get the special move where you could knock down the boss. Even though this boss has like 80% stagger bar, if you get that special opener in phase 2, you pretty much win the game. Alright, so this one is doing the second special, which is the crazy one. Double spin, and then we do another double spin, and then slam, needles, and then explosion on the floor, and then boom. So I like to move left and right sometimes between these matches. I'm more confident during phase 1, but during phase 2 I get a little bit panicking. And then we're about to hit the 2-minute mark. I think around the 2-minute mark, we're slowly going to be gradually losing HP. So dodge counter. So around here, we're going to start taking damage, but it's not red damage. So that means we're not getting hit by the boss. We're getting hit by the passive damage over the time. So if you take too long to fight this boss, your whole team is going to kill itself slowly. Oh, we're getting the here we go. See, always guaranteed knockdown for that move, which is really, really good. So we got that special near the end. It would have been better if we got that special like near the beginning or mid during phase 2, and then we would actually be at full HP. But hey, we didn't take any red damage, so I count it as a no-hit run. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck on your runs. Let me know how it goes in the comment section below. Well, you stuck around until the end. Well, here's some random secrets that might be useful. On the 5th combo of this, you could actually parry it with the Cyan Feather. And then also with the other move, there's another hidden parry when it's transitioning and slamming you on the floor. You can actually parry it with the Rocksteady Guardian.